Well, another year, done and dusted. Well, almost. I mean, it's 2 weeks away. Today, though, I want to have a little bit of fun and talk about 10 kitchen items or ideas that could be used in your next renovation or even in your current space. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After spending the last few weeks geeking out or nerding out over all of the data from our client designs this year, I figured, you know what, let's chill out a little this week. Let's discuss 10 crazy or unique, outrageous, whatever you want to call them, kitchen ideas and items that I came across in 2021. So first up, we have invisible or concealed kitchens. Now, this is an idea or a concept that is starting to pick up quite a bit of steam. And the idea behind it is disguising or concealing our kitchens as furniture. This style or concept is definitely more common amongst open layout spaces and smaller spaces, but in reality you could employ this pretty well anywhere. The idea behind it is pretty well exactly how it sounds. You're concealing or hiding the entire kitchen or the majority of the kitchen behind accordion or sliding style doors. Now, the immediate benefit you might think of is great, you finish cooking for a dinner party, tuck everything away in that kitchen, close up the doors, and deal with it later. However, that can really also be its downside. As I mentioned earlier, concealed kitchens are often on the smaller side. That means less storage, less countertop space, and ultimately, you really need to be a little bit more tidy, a little bit more organized to keep them in a truly functional state. So from hiding your kitchen, let's move to the opposite end of the spectrum and talk about freestanding kitchens. A few months back, I had the pleasure of sitting down virtually with Sylvia and Sabrina of Milestone Kitchens. They're a South African company that creates these beautiful freestanding kitchen products. If you missed that interview, I'll throw a link up in the top corner, bookmark it or watch it now, whatever you want to do. It's an interesting discussion about freestanding kitchens and kitchen design in general. But for now, the Coles notes. The cool thing, or the concept behind freestanding kitchens, is that none of the pieces are actually fixed in place, giving you ultimate customization even after you've purchased your kitchen. Because those individual pieces can be easily moved around and rearranged, it allows for really easy cleaning and maintenance of your kitchen. What I really love about this concept is the inherent nature of forcing us to think about what we really need. Because there's often less storage in a freestanding kitchen, you only store what you're actually going to use. At number 3, I have another kitchen concept, and that is sunken kitchens. Now, I've come across, and you probably have too, sunken living rooms and sunken family rooms in the past. However, it's not every day that you see a sunken kitchen. At first glance, this setup seems a little odd. You have odd seating, or you have a sink that's near the floor, or even a cooktop that looks oddly dangerous to anyone not in the kitchen. There's also some cool benefits once you start to look a little bit closer. An abundance of natural light. These kitchens are often placed centrally and surrounded entirely by windows. And because they're centrally located, you often have this open and airy feeling that is difficult to replicate. There's no overhead or wall cabinets, giving you uninterrupted sightlines across your entire space. Number 4, the final kitchen concept we're going to chat about is the Cubello kitchen by AMR Design. Although not new, but new to me, it's a pretty slick idea, and AMR have claimed that it will revolutionize the kitchen industry. They've created a grid concept of sorts around 24 different cabinets with one door size. Now, not only does this reduce a ton of the manufacturing costs, so in theory consumer costs as well, it also makes it a lot easier for designers to create aesthetically beautiful kitchens. Oh, and the cherry on top, their island unit that contains the sink can spin and is on wheels. This makes the island easily movable, allowing you to create the best use of space in your home. At number 5, I have the round kitchen island. Now, I have to admit, I'm still a little bit skeptical on this one. Typically, round shapes take up more space within a room, and they often come with less usable storage as well. However, for whatever reason, I've seen round islands popping up more and more over the last year and a half. Round islands definitely won't be for everyone, but if you have the room and are looking for an island that truly stands out in your space, maybe a round island is right for you. Metal cabinetry. Alright, I know mixing metals is on trend these days, but metal cabinets? I mean, this takes us back to the days of the earliest fitted kitchens. I mean, we're talking decades upon decades ago. I guess design is cyclical. Although not for me, they're a little too commercial, industrial, garage storage looking in nature, or at least that's what I think of when I think of metal cabinets. They are gaining in popularity as cleanability and environmental impact are becoming more and more important. Next up, kitchen grow rooms. No, not that kind of grow room. I'm talking about growing your own herbs and lettuce greens inside your kitchen. Many of us do this in some form already, be it clay pots in a windowsill or a hydroponic setup somewhere in your house. But neither of those are really at the forefront of kitchen design. What I'm talking about here is building your grow room or grow cabinet right in with the rest of your kitchen, making it a living piece of your kitchen design. I'm always in favor of adding some sort of living component into your kitchen. It just gives a feeling of life to the space. And I mean, who wouldn't want fresh greens and herbs year round? So the last three things today are all items that could be placed in your kitchen right now. And first up, we have the Mammut kitchen hood. Designed by the historic Italian furniture company MeasureFill, I'm sure I butchered that. The Mammut kitchen hood combines the functionality of industrial design with a personal style that's suitable for our homes. Okay, it's a bit weird looking and kind of like a octopus tentacle in your kitchen. But the idea here is pretty cool, and let me explain why. When we sit down to design a kitchen and we're looking to place the range or cooktop, it can often be difficult because we're limited by venting. Well, imagine a scenario where you aren't confined by this now and you can place the range or cooktop pretty well anywhere in your space and still have them vented. It is fully articulating, moving in a 360-degree rotation, and can be purchased in three options: wall-mounted, ceiling-mounted, or floor-mounted. That covers pretty well any location for a range or cooktop, and it all really comes down to whether or not you're okay with a black tentacle in your kitchen. Next up, we have the American Standard MeasureFill kitchen faucet. This appears to also have been around for quite a while now, although again, new to me. It is definitely not commonplace in the faucet market. Is that a thing, the faucet market? I guess it would be. The MeasureFill Touch Faucet delivers a precise volume of water on demand, anywhere up to 5 cups or 40 ounces. Watch any news program today and we're seeing tons and tons of environmental changes, water shortages, drought. Well, this faucet would help you do your part and cut some of that extra water usage out of your day-to-day lives. Now, the big downside? It comes with a pretty hefty price tag, right around $800 US. Last up, another faucet. It's the Quooker Tap for boiling water. Want hot water on demand? No waiting for the whistling kettle or water to boil? This tap does that. The Quooker system works by using a small tank within the kitchen cabinet. This tank acts like a vacuum flask, keeping the water warm without allowing heat to escape. So the cool part is it takes very little energy to keep that water above boiling. So in the tank, it's right around 110 degrees, and as it exits the faucet, it's right around 100 degrees. That is Celsius, because I'm Canadian, so I'll throw the number up in Fahrenheit. As water flows out when the tank is turned on, new fresh water immediately flows in behind, allowing you to get boiling water on demand. Now, boiling water is not this tap's only trick. They also have the option to change your cold water to filtered cold water. And if you thought the last tap was expensive, close your eyes, and I guess plug your ears, because this one comes in right around the $2,000 mark. So those are the outrageous and cool and unique ideas and features or things I came across in 2021. Maybe it gives you an idea or two for your own space, or maybe it's just a list of cool things you'll never think about again. Either way, thanks a ton for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Click it, smash it, whatever. Actually, you know what? Just have a really good week. That's what I want you to do. See you in the next one.